And tonight we're going to do some activities and songs about Earth Day.
Yeah, sure we are. We've got our little Earth model right here and our little globe. Let's give it a shake. Woo! It's so sparkly. That's fantastic, isn't it? So let's just set that back down and say hi, everyone. Welcome. It's great to see you on Auntie B tonight. And we hope that you will enjoy some poetry to get us started. April's Poetry Month in this part of the world.
I would like to read the poem.
Oh, you would you, Bobble?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll hold it up. You read.
Here we go. If I were a tree, I'd want to see a little bird with a song on a branch of me. I'd want a quick little squirrel to run up and down and around for fun. I'd want a cub of a bear to call, and a porcupine big, and a tree toad small. I'd want a katydid out of sight on my leaves to sing at night, and down by my roots I'd want a mouse with 6 little mouselings in her house.
There you go. And there's a picture. That poem was by Aileen Fisher. Nice picture of a tree. Have you been drawing any trees yet? The trees will be changing, won't they? Have you been looking at the trees? Take a good look at them. There's some changes happening on the trees. Take a look at the branches right on the ends. Maybe you'll notice something special.
Oh, yes, the trees are very busy.
People have finished up collecting maple syrup. Well, they collect the sap, don't they?
Yes, and then they make the syrup.
We have, who have we got tonight? Oh, hi, Lila. Hi, Lily. It's nice to have you two here tonight.
Hello.
And Callie and Brooke, and there's Gracie, and there's Ollie tonight. Hi, everybody. Look at you all checking in. Cody and Keaton. Holy, that's awesome.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Mason. And Jack and Sam. Super. All right, let's go on. And Manah Hill, there's so many coming up. Thanks for being here. Okay, we're going to start off with a song. Now, you might notice the title is different from the way I sing it, just so that it's open for everybody. I call this All Earth's Critters Have a Place in the Choir.
I like this one.
How about Bobble Bear is just going to have a little seat and listen to it. And let's sing and read. The words and music were by Bill Staines. The pictures are by Margot Zimach, and it's a Puffin book. All Earth's Critters. Here we go. 1, 2. Wait a second. Have you sung this with me before? Some of you have. You might know it. It's got a good beat. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. All Earth's critters have a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire, and some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. Check them out. Listen to the bass, it's the one at the bottom where the bullfrog croaks. Hippopotamus moans and groans with a big to-do, and the old cow just goes moo. Bum, bum, bum. The dogs and the cats, they take up the middle where the hummingbee hums and the cricket fiddles, the donkey brays and the pony neighs, and the old coyote howls. Bum, bum, bum. All Earth's critters have a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands, their paws, or anything they've got now. Do, do, do. Listen to the top where the little birds sing on the melodies with the high notes ringing. The hoot owl hollers over everything, and the jaybird disagrees. No, 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 no. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day, the little duck quacks and he's on his way. The possum, he ain't got much to say, and the porcupine talks to himself. All its critters have a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they've got now. Simple song, living song everywhere, but the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear, the grumpy alligator and the hawk above, the raccoon and the turtle dove. Do, do, do. All our critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. Woohoo! Isn't the earth just so awesome with all its critters? Have you been noticing critters around your neighborhood? Around here we've got squirrels and cardinals and I don't know, robins. Lots of robins lately. A few blue jays. Seems like the sparrows are busy and all the little birds are busy. My neighbor saw a mouse. Oh, she's not very happy about that, but you know what? They're just part of our world. We've seen a few spiders around here too, and that's always exciting. We try and catch them and release them outside. Hopefully you do too. Hey, guess what time it is? Time for shout out. Yeah. You know what our shout out's for today? It's not about a book. It's not about a birthday. 2 of our friends this weekend have lost their very first tooth. That's right, you, Ryan W., you lost your first tooth. So big shout out to you. And also to our friend Jack. I read a little thing today saying that Jack lost his first tooth. So good for you, Jack. That's a different Jack than the one I said hi to earlier. But anyway, you know who you are if you lost a tooth. Congratulations. Hope the tooth fairy is good to you. Big shout out to you, my friend. Now, we're going to move on to our story. Now, this one, I just need to explain a little bit because, well, it's called We Planted a Tree. And it's actually about different trees in different places that people have planted. And there are some people across the Atlantic Ocean from us over in Kenya on the continent of Africa. And they have a tree planting movement there called the Green Belt Movement. And this book was inspired by them. The author, though, lives in New York City. So you'll notice that New York City is featured in this book. We'll try and point out some of the features of it because it's kind of cool to learn about different places through books, right? So let's check it out. It's called We Planted a Tree. It's by Diane Muldrow, illustrated by Bob Stake, and it was published by Golden Books. And we actually got a signed copy by the author for our library. And it says all the best from Diane Muldrow. Here we go. Can you tell this is New York City? See the illustrator put that big bridge in the background? Cool. We planted a tree. That's so tiny, right? It's like just a little twig. We planted a tree and it grew up. Now in this one, you can see the tree is planted, but this is not New York City, is it? No, this is probably Kenya, the illustrator was thinking about. We planted a tree and it grew up while it reached for the sky and the sun. The sunshine went into the leaves and brought food to the tree, and the tree grew up. Wow. Can you remember a big word? Photosynthesis. There you go. That's what's happening when the sun is turning into food for trees. Photosynthesis. Fat little buds appeared on the branches. Here's another part of the world. The sunshine went into the buds, and soon they burst open. Everywhere it was pink and we were dizzy with springtime. Can you see a special tower? Does that tell you it's in Paris? Because it's the Eiffel Tower, yeah. There are trees in all the cities all over the world. The sun kept shining, the pink blossoms dropped off, but soon there were green leaves. Green, green, shiny leaves, which had food inside for the tree. Green, green, shiny leaves, which cooled us, which kept the earth cool. We planted a tree, and it grew up and gave us a shady place. It's a great relief on a hot day to sit under a tree, isn't it? The tree's leaves helped clean the air, and we breathed better. Now, I'm thinking this might be the famous place in New York City called Central Park because they have horse-drawn carriages there, and there's a big park in the middle of the city with all those tall buildings. The tree fed us apples and oranges and lemons. Wow, there's another part of the world. There's an ocean down here, I think. Sailboat. And sap for our syrup. Oh, this is happening right in our backyards, wasn't it? Yeah, they've just stopped boiling off sap here. We planted a tree and it grew up. The tree kept the soil from blowing away. Now rainwater could stay in the earth. The soil became healthier because the tree was there, so we planted. We planted butternut squash and beans, corn and onions and cabbage in the healthy soil, the rich, dark dirt. It's so amazing that a tree can help the soil, and then the soil is healthy for growing our food. We could grow our own food and we ate better. I think the kids have gotten older. We planted a tree and it grew up. It dropped acorns that fed the squirrels in winter, and birds came and other animals came too to live in the tree. Can you spot them? These are pretty familiar animals to us in this part of the world. What do you see? Good job. We planted a tree, and that one tree made the world better. We planted a tree, and that one tree helped the earth. We planted a tree, and it grew up. And so did we. Wait a minute. Are those kids adults now? And they have their own kids? Whoa! This book went through their whole life. I think that happened here too. The little kids that first planted the tree, they show them all grown up at the end, and the tree's still there. Yeah, trees can live a very long time. Fantastic story. I'm so glad you were here to hear that one tonight. Oh, Manahil, you're there. I see you. Hi, Manahil. Oh, and we've got all kinds of friends have checked in. It's just so great that you're all coming in to hear the stories. Can I show you something I planted just before it's time to go? The other day, I got some sunflower seeds and I got them damp and ready to plant. Maybe you were watching the video where I did that. So those ones didn't turn out. I actually didn't get them planted fast enough. I left them too long and they went moldy. So we're starting again. And I did some new ones and I've put them in here. I just grabbed an egg carton. I had some soil, a bag of soil that I did get from the store. So it's like fresh soil that's very full of nutrients. And I've put the seeds down in there and I covered them up. So I'm hoping that we're going to start to see something growing. So we'll keep them near the window where there's lots of light and keep them a little bit wet, and we'll see what happens. So keep checking back with Auntie B. This week is a good week to start some seedlings if you want to plant some seeds in your house before you, and then take them outside later. This is a good time of year to do that. So if you're eating some peppers or a tomato or maybe a squash and you notice the seeds inside, you could plant them yourself. So there's a little challenge if you're interested, or you can save those seeds, and when the weather's a little warmer outside, you could try planting them outside. All right, friends, it's been so great having you all here tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Auntie B says nighty-night, go brush your teeth, and make sure you're being so kind to one another, and share lots of love and hugs with everyone around you. All right, everybody take care now. Bye.